Hello, it's Angel here. Are you new? Welcome, welcome. Are you a returning subscriber? Welcome back. So in my real life, not my YouTube life, I'm not a nosy person at all. I don't ask friends personal questions. I'm kind of the mindset that if somebody wants me to know something, they quite happily tell me themselves without me trying to prod and probe and ask and trying to seduce the information from them. However, life on YouTube is a bit different, is it not? So today I'm starting, hopefully, a new tarot tag because I'm a nosy Mowgli and, I'm interested. Let's jump in. So we're back with a cup of coffee and a comfy chair, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a casual chat, throwing some prompts at you. If you'd like to do a VR to this, you're very, very welcome. Jump on board, tag me, I'd love to see your answers because, as mentioned, I'm a nosy Mowgli. Yeah, I'm going to be showing a few visual goodies to, keep you entertained during the prompts. But yeah, let's get started with the first prompt. So I do notice on YouTube there are a lot of monthly wrap-up videos, but I don't notice so many upcoming decks and practice intentions videos, and it's that I really want to know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to know, what people have worked with, but then, what are their plans for the coming month? That's really interesting as well. So I've got 10 prompts, and those prompts are all based around knowing what your plans are for your practice. So let's jump in with the first prompt as mentioned. The first prompt is, which deck or decks do you intend to use this month or want to use this month? Now, I've already done an April's decks and intentions video. However, this deck was not on my radar, but it appeared to me, it just, appeared, what's the word? Showed up yesterday in my practice, totally unexpected. This is the Dreamscapes Tarot mass market version. I've edged mine in silver. I think I mentioned in that video that I wanted to work with my ancestors more, my father's ancestors, or my ancestors on my father's side, which I've never felt drawn to previously. And I just got the thought that I need to have a different deck to work with them than I do with the ancestors on my mother's side. And this popped into my brain, so I did some work with this yesterday, some readings and things to find out if this deck would help me with that work. And it was almost like it'd been waiting for me to ask that question. The cards just flew out like nobody's business, and it was a real talker. I previously used this deck for shadow work, which my Darkwood Tarot has now taken the place of this one. So this came up yesterday for me as well, and this one actually. So it's been a real shock surprise. But this is another deck that's on my list for April. Let's get on with prompt number 2. How do you choose your decks? So for instance, do you choose them intuitively? Are they on rotation? Do you choose them seasonally? Do you choose them by theme? So for maybe like a fairy or fae theme, or circular deck theme, or fantasy theme, or etc. So I choose mine very intuitively. I tend to go with what I'm drawn to, and I don't stick to decks in my practice that aren't working for me. So for instance, if I felt drawn to pull this one out and then it suddenly fallen flat, I wouldn't have continued with the tarot reading for the whole month, or for using the deck the whole month. I'm not strict in my practice. I allow myself to kind of change out decks when they're not working for me anymore. Excuse me here. Let's have a look. Prompt number 3. Which, if any, other divination tools are you planning on using this month? So for instance, runes, charms, maybe bibliomancy, maybe dice. I'm planning on using dice, but that's for the Fellowship of the Weavers practice. Have you seen my dice? I think you probably have. I also use charms and a charm set that I've created myself. These are my super duper dice, which I really like. I've even started using these in my bibliomancy. What's that? Bibliomancy practice, because I don't know the whole technical term for these dice, but this is these dice can be used for D&D, and they've got like high numbers on the dice. So I think this goes up to 20. This one goes up to something else, 10 possibly. So obviously, you know, you can get quite high numbers by casting them together, and that's, I find, really good for bibliomancy. So yes, and do you see these have got like flowers in them? They're really pretty. I do like them a lot. Yeah, I've even actually, which this doesn't feel right, but I'm going to show you anyway. They're right in front of me here on my altar. I even have chicken bones. Now, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat, obviously, which is what vegetarian is. Just in case you weren't sure, just clarifying. I asked my friend who still eats meat if I could have the bones of a chicken. Oh my goodness me, that was an interesting conversation. She doesn't know I'm a beginner witch, although I think she's probably suspecting something now. So yeah, so after the next time her and her family ate chicken, I got their bones. The bones of the chicken, obviously, not the bones of the family. Holy moly, stop babbling. Yeah, and I've cleaned them up. I've obviously, you know, done all the stuff, but I haven't used them, and they're sitting on my altar. And I don't know if I'm going to use them. I feel bad about having them, and I maybe should bury them and put them to peace. I don't know. Do you work with bones? Are you planning on working with bones this month? Let me know in the comment section, or, you know, let me know if you do a response. That is the prompt in any case. Are you working with any other divination tools? I don't think so. Apart from dice, I think that's the only other divination tool I'm working with. Obviously Oracle, but I class that as, you know, cards basically. Prompt number 4. The books on your to be read list. Yeah, do you have any specific books that you're looking to work with this month? I showed most of mine in my April's Decks and Intentions, but I've got one more that has made it into the to be read list. Okay, so that book is Granny Thornapple's Book of Charms, Magic and Folklore from the Ozark Mountains. This came in, I think, last month or the month before. Let me just show you the contents page. Is there a contents page? Hello? Please show us the contents page. Here we go. This doesn't really tell you very much, but it's got all different kind of charms and like workings and spells in the book. I haven't read it. I've literally just, like, you know, gone through it. Let's show you the back of the book so you could pause this and read it. So it says here he introduces dozens of charms for practical purpose, such as preventing thievery, building a fire, and alleviating a toothache. Become part of this mountain magic that utilises familiar poems and verses, including some featured in nursery rhymes and fairy tales. That's interesting. That totally tapped. I didn't read that. That totally tapped into my fairy tale theme. These intuitive folk ways can help you seize your inborn power and enhance your own charming abilities. I thought that sounded really interesting. I mean, I don't come from the Ozark Mountains. I don't have any connection with it. But I think it'll be an interesting read. So yeah, and that's interesting. I didn't even read the back of the excuse me, I didn't even read the back of the book. So that's interesting that it's hopped into the fairy tale theme going on in April. The next prompt is prompt number 5. The plans or practice intentions for this coming month. So what are your plans and practice intentions for this coming month? I mean, you know, I understand that people want to keep their practice private. You do you, boo. I'm not trying to force an answer from you. But if you're willing to share, if you're willing to maybe just, like, you know, give a, you know, gloss over a few of your plans. You know, are you planning on doing any rituals or any specific workings this month? Or maybe you're planning on doing a specific spread or doing shadow work. My plan this month is to really look into the shadow work, but to befriend my hidden facets of self, and to, you know, embrace, no, what's the word? Not embrace. Yeah, embrace them definitely, but invite them forward, to not be, you know, shy. Yeah, it all sounds very woo woo, but, you know, if you've been on this channel for any amount of time, you'll know that it's a bit woo woo. If you know, if you want to share any of your plans or any of your intentions, I'd really love to know. But obviously, you know, if you don't feel comfortable answering the question, then leave it out. Don't answer it. That's fine by me. You do you, boo. Okay, prompt number 6, subjects you want to delve into or research or study more this month. So I'm feeling really drawn this month to the oak tree. I pulled these right at the end of last month, right at the end. I'm talking about like the 31st. Separately, 2 separate readings, but they're very, very similar images, I feel. Obviously with the acorn and the oak tree. And then yesterday, whilst working with my ancestors, my father's side, some more synchronicities came up about the oak tree. So my plan this month is to look more into the oak tree, which is going to be actually another book that's going to come about, which is this one, Walking with Trees. This is another one that's going to come into the limelight. So I'm going to be researching more into the oak tree this month. And I'm even actually feeling a need to get out into nature now that it's starting to get a bit warmer and the snow's melted, and even find an oak tree to connect with. I have done that previously with the birch tree, sorry, and I actually found like an outside altar really close to a birch tree that I connected with, so I could sit there and draw cards and things like that. So I'd really love to do that this month as well. So we'll see if I get out and do that, but I'm definitely going to research the oak tree in any case. Yes, let's move on to the next prompt. The next prompt, prompt number 7 is this month's focus. So you might have already mentioned this in the previous couple of prompts. What is your focus for this month? Mine, as mentioned, is shadow work, I would say. Another focus this month is doing the Coffee and Cauldrons podcast Instagram challenge. That's another focus. I really want to get that. I really want to do that this month. I'll put some photos in here for you. Other focuses, which I think actually mainly it's the shadow work and the fairy tale theme. Those are definitely my focuses for this month. Question number 8, a crystal you are planning on working with this month. Now, I also covered that in my April intentions, decks and intentions video. However, since then, we're only on the 2nd day of April, but I was looking into Aries season. Obviously, we're in Aries season until the 21st of April, if memory serves correctly. And I've got this book. Wait, was it this book? No, it wasn't this book. But I was reading this book anyway yesterday. Let's do that so you can see the name as well. Which kind of gives you ideas to do around the astrological signs. I saw this book on... Oh, no, what's the channel name called? I want to say it's called Coyote Tarot. Oh, it's one of my favourite channels. Why can't I not remember the name? I'm so sorry, I'll put the name on the screen. Yes, I saw that book on their channel and they were really enjoying it, so it kind of prompted me to purchase it. This is the book I was reading yesterday as well, The Mystical Year, Folklore, Magic and Nature by Alison Davies. And this kind of goes month for month throughout the year. So I was reading April's yesterday because I was filling in my new journal. And this mentions bloodstone and even malachite. So I think I'm feeling a bit, drawn to pull those forward and see how they work out during Aries season. So I've actually got some malachite here. This is the only piece of malachite I have because I don't really tend to work with malachite so much. So there's some malachite. I have some bloodstone on my blood moon altar. Shall I grab that? Why not? I've actually got 3 pieces of blood moon stone. No, wait, not blood. Wait, blood moonstone? That doesn't make sense, does it? I'll put the name on the screen. Bloodstone. I think it's bloodstone, not moon. Forget the moon. Forget the moon. Here we go. So yeah, and obviously I'm working with rose quartz and lepidolite this month as well. But I'm just feeling for Aries season. I think I mentioned that I'm feeling very pulled to. I'm continuing with the Deacon walk this year because I was doing it very loosely last year and I'm doing it loosely this year as well. And I feel really drawn to explore more and look more into the the astrological symbols and the deacons throughout the year, and bringing that energy into what's going on with my practice. So that's what kind of these are about. And even the books that I've just shown you, they kind of tap me into the energy of the season, basically, or the energy of the deacon. Yeah, that could also work. So yes, so that was the answer to that prompt. What are we on to? We're on to prompt number 9. Something you're most excited for concerning your practice this month. So it could be maybe a new practice you're intending to start. Maybe it's a new deck that you're expecting to turn up anytime soon. Maybe it's a Kickstarter that you've backed. Maybe it's I don't know, a new tarot spread you're going to be using, a new deck you're using, some new spell working you're going to try out, or a new crystal you're intended to work with. I don't know. You do you. I'm just giving you some examples, but you pick from whatever lights you up and feeds your soul. So something for me that I'm excited for concerning my practice, not really my practice, it's a new deck actually that's coming in, and that's Dirt Gems that I've had on pre-order since before end of last year, and that's due to arrive at the end of this month, I think. So I'm looking forward to getting that into my sticky little fingers, I've got to say. Also very excited this month for the fairy tale theme. Very, very excited. I'm feeling now, I'm only 2 days in, but with the work I've done in the last 2 days, I'm feeling really, really pulled to really focusing in on the Red Riding Hood, bad wolf, big bad wolf narrative. So it might well be that another general fairy tale theme appears again in 2024. But, don't quote me on that. I'll see how it all pans out this month. Last prompt, prompt number 10, pre-planned rituals, spreads that you're planning on doing this month. So that could be maybe like a new moon, maybe a full moon, any kind of tarot reading that you're planning on doing. Kind of sounds a bit similar to the last prompt, doesn't it? Interesting. But I'm definitely going to say new moon and full moon. Really looking forward to that. I'm also planning on, I still haven't made my homemade Florida water yet, which I really want to do, which I haven't, so far I haven't felt like the timing has been right, but I've run out of it now. Look at this. Look at this. Look, it's empty. This is my homemade Florida water bottle, and it's empty, so I need to get my finger out, and the planets need to be in the right alignment with the astrological, what's the word, season, and, slurp of coffee, sorry. So yeah, I need to do that. But whether that's going to be this month, I'm not really sure. I don't have plans for it, but the mood might just take me. But definitely new moon and full moon readings are very important for me this month. Yeah, I think that's it basically. That's the 10 prompts. If you fancy doing a VR to this, and fancy sharing your plans for the up and coming month, then let me know. Tag me. Obviously, you can jump in on this prompt or this tag whenever you want to, whenever the next month starts. If you don't want to do it this month, but yeah, I'd just be really interested to know. Anyway, you do you. If you feel comfortable doing a response, you're very welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope this was a little bit interesting, and yeah, I'm going to wish you a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. Take care, and I really hope to see you next time. Toodaloo.